This is today's news. Let's see, chat. Project Awakening, first details revealed. Okay, so the next playtest is May 21st. So go into the Project Awakening Discord, y'all, to go register if you want to play it. And you can do that by going to projectawakening.io and then register now. I didn't expect to talk about this today, but I'm actually glad that we're doing this. Let's do this, y'all. You can click here to register, follow that, and you'll get into the Discord easy peasy. May 21st. So that's you got a month and a half to register. Plenty of time. Let's see this. So I'm going to turn down the music just a smidge so I can make sure that y'all hear me speak. Thank you. CCP Games is excited to reveal the first details about Project Awakening and announce Phase 3. The next closed playtest for the in-development title set within the EVE universe. So already, this is something that is confirmed news, that this game also in the EVE universe, just like, this is really, really great because again, they're making an ecosystem. They're not just making a standalone title that's like over there. It's going to at least be in the EVE universe. Whether or not it's going to work with EVE, we'll have to see. Okay, so with a 26-year studio history, which is them just bragging that they've been around for a long time, not a small thing in the current, market of games. Project Awakening represents the next step in CCP Games' journey to create virtual worlds more meaningful than real life. Okay. Okay. That's quite the statement there. Well, but can I play it on my Apple Vision Pro? Goodness gracious. Designed with player empowerment at its heart, Project Awakening is being developed as a single shard survival experience based upon the principles of freedom, consequence, and mastery within a living universe. A universe that will evolve from the actions and the efforts of its players. I'll be honest with you, chat. This just describes EVE Online. Single shard experience. I'm not sure how that differs from EVE Online. Would you consider EVE Online a single shard experience? I don't know this. I don't know if that's what you would call it. A single shard, call it like single server. Okay, it's definitely gonna be multiple servers, but everybody's playing in one instance is how I read that, and correct me if I am wrong. So that's what I think it is, parters, is everybody's playing in the same, not area, but in the same environment, in the same world. It's like if you're playing World of Warcraft, and I always talk about WoW, everybody that's in the Eastern Kingdom is like in Eastern Kingdom, and if you're around that person in the Eastern Kingdom, you can interact with that person. So shard equals instance, that's what I'm thinking, Fuzzra, where like, if there's 100 people in Jeddah, let's be realistic, if there's 2,000 people in the Jeddah instance, they're not in 200, right? They're in 2,000 people are in one instance. That's what I'm kind of taking that as. So as a single shard survival experience, survival is interesting that they've now said it twice. So this, are we getting like Minecraft? Like what is the game? If you saw our recent YouTube video about what is Project Awakening, the video is literally like, we don't know. All the publicly available information is just like whatever. Let's see if they answer some of the questions here. Sheesh. So Project Awakening is set in a dark expanse of space where civilization has decayed in the ruin of its own ambition. Okay. That's pretty, I don't hate this. It's just intriguing. I guess we'll just put it that way. Okay, it's just intriguing. All right, so system again, this is CCP's own, thing, its own game engine that they have. So grimdark, yeah, a little bit grimdark, Fuzzer. Like this, look at this image. Look how it looks like visceral. Like there's no open space, right? It looks like a couple maybe structures, and then like a laser perhaps that is gathering stuff, and you kind of see this maybe is coming up. This is interesting. So it's set in modern day USA. Listen, it's literally in Detroit. That's it. It's just in Detroit, creating a persistent world bound by digital physics where composability and programmability will enable players to build and collaborate on top, outside of, and within the emergent game environment. That is absolutely a sentence that is so, my man, what is with the SAT words? I didn't finish college. Can we make it simpler, please?
Just tell me what the game do, thank you kindly.
Let's kind of break this down. Persistent world, it's still, to me, I can't see a difference to EVE Online. Persistent world, like EVE, if someone mines a rock in space, then it is gone. I don't know what this means. Composability and programmability. Are we going to be able to I would like to be able to have followers that I can tell what to do. Is that kind of what this means? Where you have if you're the captain of a fleet and you can tell NPC followers to go do stuff, perhaps, maybe. Build and collaborate on top, outside, and within of the emergent game environment. This is the most run-on frickin' sentence I've ever seen. Goodness gracious. Unlocking boundless creativity for third-party development via there it is. Okay, they're really pushing the fact that this is blockchain game. We said this in our YouTube video, in our recent YouTube video on Project Awakening. I don't know about this. It's never been done right. Blockchain, crypto gaming, it's never been done right. But all it takes is one studio to do it right. And then all of a sudden the model's there and then people run with it, right? So, and I think that if there's a game studio that are going to get crypto right, it's CCP Games, because they're just smarter than other studios. I don't know how else to say it. I think everybody would agree that CCP Games is one of, they got the smarties over there. They got the brains, okay? You know what I'm saying? People say, oof, blockchain. I see you, Bobby. I don't hate blockchain. You know that I like blockchain. I'm not someone who's anti-blockchain. There is a lot of scamming, but there's a lot of scamming on the internet no matter where you look. So I don't take that as like a valid argument. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to how they implement it, okay? Because if they make this like a play to pay yourself game, where you can mine this rare gas in the game that you can literally sell for in real life money. Goodness gracious. Now that breeds a whole other problems. You have to make sure there's no bots, because oh my gosh, that the moment there's something you can grind for real life money, the bots are going to come out of the woodwork, and Eve is just ripe with. Eve is the kind of game that's ripe for bot activity, because the only way to stop bots is to kill the bots, essentially. Because how do you know the guy that's in a venture mining just sitting there watching Netflix while he mines Veldspar isn't a bot? He clicks a button. He doesn't do anything. Like in WoW, you have to mine stuff. You have to route. So Plex pretty much is a ledger-based token of exchange. This is what I'm saying, Andamal, is that we're close. We're close already to essentially being on the blockchain. It looks like CCP is taking it to the next thing. So I first started playing EVE Online because I thought it was a Web3 game. That's an interesting take. Not really. Have you seen the reports from the security team bonking bots? So I haven't seen that, but code will do its thing, and you best believe code is on this. You know what I'm saying? Not allowed grammar police will come. There it is. So blockchain. To participate in the development of Project Awakening, players can now apply to join phase 3. And again, you can do that. You come up here and you go to you click this picture, you go back to the homepage, and then there's a button there. Just go to the homepage, right? The next closed playtest. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to talk about stuff. Allow players to engage with programmable game systems and build their own features and functionality within the world. Okay, this is real intriguing. This is the first thing we've seen that is different from EVE Online fundamentally. So they're mentioning it first. It's a core part of the game. Now, if it's like you have to be a programmer to play the game, I don't love that, because then it's not a video game. Now it's like programming. We'll see how they implement it. It's kind of like this. Okay, let's come over. I've had this gripe with CCP games a lot. Like, the game looks good, great in some ways, but in my opinion, the game has these little fringe things, EVE Online does, that don't make it excellent. Let's go to the Air Career program as an example. The background of this is a JPEG. It's a static image. I click into Explorer, and there's a little animation, but then it fades to another JPEG. Why isn't this, the Air Career program, something that's like a terminal, something that is like something I can click, that more than just the overlay has animations? I think the overlay animations are beautiful. I think this is nice. So when they say we have programmable game systems, I'm hoping that it looks better than this, is what I'm saying. Because what's the most advanced UI feature inside of EVE Online? The fitting window, where you have a ship in here, it's modular, you can click on stuff. If I can take my followers and say, okay, you're the person that's gonna mine the gas, and you're the defensive module, and you're the offensive module, that's kind of where my mind goes. I have no idea if that's what it's gonna be like, because again, I haven't played the game yet at all. So maybe it'll be like AI kind of thing. But again, my mind goes to Guild Wars 1, where you could have your main, but then when you're in the town, you can recruit followers to follow you around, and that's the Mesmer NPC. And not players, that's the Mesmer NPC, right? That's the warrior NPC, that's the assassin, and you can choose which, in case you couldn't find people, you can do this. I loved Guild Wars 1, one of my favorite games. So, played it a lot. The point is, I'm interested in this as to how this is implementable, because this sounds great, but if the game is just you will do JavaScript in the video game, that's not going to really be appealing to a lot of players, which maybe is the point, especially because it's a blockchain game. And that's, by the way, that's what it is. They didn't say you're going to have programmable game systems and build your own features and functionality, which we're going to talk about that in just a sec. That sounds crazy. They started with it's a blockchain game. Okay, so they're really pushing it as first. This is a blockchain game. Okay, build your own features and functionality within the world. So maybe they give us a skeleton of things we can do, and then we build upon it. I'm thinking very much like Redstone in Minecraft, where Minecraft says, here's just a 1 and a 0, I don't remember what the like Redstone thing is called. It's like a reparator or something in Minecraft. It's like, if it gets a signal, it's a 1, and if it doesn't, it's like a 0. The amount of stuff you can do with that, not just like open a door or like, you know, you have your basic redstone like in Minecraft that is the little step. And I know players like I can already hear the comments like,
Minecraft, what is this baby game?
Minecraft is one of the most deep games ever made. It's why it stood the test of time. The dude that literally made a computer inside of Minecraft using redstone with this massive 1s and 0 block actually played Doom inside of Minecraft. Okay, crazy. So I think so, Bobby. Build features in the world and other players can destroy it. Entirely possible. You know, as part of the playtest, an online hackathon will enable builders to showcase their ideas to CCP. The winning team given the opportunity to visit the studio headquarters in Iceland. Holy crap! So it is. This is going to be like, it seems, at least in this phase, the game is like, are you a developer .game. Not a bad thing necessarily, but an interesting way to go. You'll literally be able to build thing in the game, and then the winners will get flown out to Iceland. I would love to interview the winners. I would love to interview the winners of this and like put them on the channel. And like, not obviously you can't say like, so what'd you do? Like, what's your background? How did you ideate what your thing was? Like, give me non-spoiler things. I would love to interview these guys. Whoever, when they win, I'd love to interview them. So the next part says, CCP Games is also excited to announce its commitment to making the Carbon development platform open source, allowing programmers and game developers to access Carbon game engine framework and additional components for free. Oh my God! That's really awesome. Do you understand how big that is? Do you like, you got so, this comes on the back of things like Unity charging all of these ridiculous fees, and you saw all that drama last year in 2023, and Unity basically shot itself in the foot by announcing its new paid plans, and I'm glossing over all of the things. You know, it's just how it is. This is really awesome because it shows, again, CCP Games being ahead of the curve, making their entire game engine open source, available for free. Bravo, CCP Games. Bravo. That's just amazing. Helmar says, we've been co-developing games with players for over 20 years. By making it open source, we are now taking the next step in this journey. Our vision is to open up game development to everyone, whether you are a player, developer, or programmer. We want to empower you in building virtual worlds. As part of this, we are excited to reveal the first details about Project Awakening, which embodies this philosophy. Players have a new series of tools at their disposal to add their own features and functionality to this experience, a new way of leaving their mark on the world. If you're a builder and want to be part of this journey, you can apply to Phase 3 and join the new extension of EVE Universe. I don't think y'all understand how big this is. I don't think y'all understand how big this is, okay? Like, this is such a big brain move from CCP Games. Project Awakening is going to be made literally on the blockchain, is what we've seen. They're emphasizing it. It's not just like a blockchain adjacent, okay? This means that many of the systems in the game, the literal market could be just on the blockchain. Like, Veldspar, whatever it is, could just be on the blockchain, all the way up to the Titan. Like, imagine a Titan that's worth, how many months does it take to build the Titan inside of EVE Online? Not just the, right, and then you can get the BPOs for it and the BPCs, and you can research it. Like, how much real life money do you think a fully researched Titan BPO is worth? I'm gonna go with over $20,000 because of the amount of, is it like years? You know, like this, it might be more. So, because while they're building a blockchain game, they're building into the game a way for you to make part of the game? Like, it sounds like you can make essentially a ship, like code a ship in the game. And then in order to make that really easy for people to do, they're just making the Carbon engine free. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. Like, the implications of this could actually change gaming. Now, I've been bombastic before about EVE and its impact on the gaming universe, on gaming as like a whole. Look at what other studios are doing. Blizzard putting out mediocre, absolute bottom of the barrel garbage. And now we're hearing potentially Diablo 4 is having $100 DLC. For what? You know, you got these cosmetics in Diablo you can barely see. You know what I'm saying? You can literally, it's that horse that costs as much as some games that you can barely see. Meanwhile, CCP Games, I think this is so smart because they're going to silence all the haters or at least most of the haters, because people are always going to hate, right? So when you see them but it's not, Doug, because they're putting out the literal game engine for free. This is going to enable people to make video games on the Carbon network for free. So then we can see, oh my God, dude, this keeps going. Like, the more people that make games on the Carbon network, the more people that make games on the Carbon development platform, since it's going to be free, then that is going to challenge what CCP Games is doing with their games. Iron sharpens iron. If somebody makes like a better system than EVE Online has, all of a sudden EVE's going to go, that's really cool. Maybe we can try to incorporate that. And then they get better, and then games get better, and then it's a rising up. This is really awesome, which is the ethos of EVE Online. Oh my God, this is as deep as it goes. The friendship machine, they took the friendship machine and they extended it to their freaking game platform. When I tell you that everybody else in gaming is playing chess and EVE Online devs are playing EVE Online. You know, this is really awesome, y'all. And I know that you're like, Loru, they're just making,
Loru, they're just making their game system for free.
Nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is doing anything like this. It's really awesome. So this is really, really sick. I like this a lot. And on my Project Awakening, we had a lot of negative comments, of course, because it's a blockchain game. I expected it. But this is sick. So, okay, let's keep reading. Like, this is like its own video, but I don't want to just, let's keep reading, Laura. And he keeps talking about it. Great. Let's like keep moving this. So, integrating. I am going to read this though. We are proud to reveal our partnership. How is he partnering with CCP Games? Oh, this guys. Okay, got it. So this Lattice CEO, Justin Gilbert, I think is this. Okay, we are proud to reveal our partnership with CCP Games. Yeah, this is another studio. I'm gonna have to look up what that is. Integrating MUD, don't know what that is, with Project Awakening will enable the creation of autonomous worlds bound by digital physics, a universe where actions have consequences which exist on rules as concrete as our own reality. So what is Lattice? What this be, chat? What is this? Lattice Fund, Lattice Gateway, Lattice-based cryptography. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what that is, chat, so we're gonna have to come back to that. If y'all know what this is, MUD is multi-user dungeon. Is that real? MUD, crypto meaning? MUD is a framework for ambitious on-chain applications. It reduces the complexity of building Ethereum. So this might confirm that Project Awakening is on Ethereum, because if MUD is a system that is only on the Ethereum chain, this might confirm that Project Awakening is on Ethereum. Possibly. Absolutely, the tightly integrated software stack. It's open source, great, and free to use. Cool. Okay, so it's just a GUI or a way to interact with the code on the Ethereum blockchain. Very, very interesting. So let's end this part. A universe where actions have consequences with Project Awakening will enable the creation of autonomous worlds bound by digital physics. I really think this means you're going to be able to like create your own robots to go get stuff in the game. And that stuff is on the blockchain. And indeed, maybe even the systems that you make are on the blockchain. Like imagine somebody makes an autonomous Rorqual with drones. And that system is on the blockchain, and you can sell that system, not just the thing that it gets, but the system itself or the pieces of it. Like the drone is a system. You can sell that on the blockchain. How they talk to each other is on the block. This is so nuts. this is why I love blockchain. I like blockchain. I love the implication of blockchain because it hasn't been done right yet. I like blockchain. I love what it implies. This really awesome, like, the more you think about what the possibilities are, the more excited I get. Now, I still don't know what the hell the game is. AI says Justin Gilbert operates as the CEO of Lattice, the company behind Mud. Oh, so Mud is the company that is one of the companies that owns a GUI that integrates, or like a system, I don't know if it's a GUI exactly, a general user interface, right? That integrates, and indeed, you can use the Ethereum blockchain better, okay? And he's the CEO of Lattice, the company behind Mud. So CCP Games has partnered the company Lattice responsible for Mud, which is one of the prime Ethereum systems. Goodness gracious, that's really awesome. Okay, never heard of him for sure. For sure, interesting. Okay, let's scroll through this and the same photo. So this just says about the what you can do as the playtest. Let's quickly go through this because we have whether you're a player, developer, or programmer, we want to empower, and there it is, like right here. The game is going to be playable, but there is going to be a dev and programming component. CCP Games is like, have you ever wanted
to make a living programming, but don't want to work at a day job? Introducing Project Awakening, where you can
literally make money playing a video game as you code inside of a video game, as you make money playing a code inside of a video game.
It doesn't end. Really interesting. So we don't know if you can make money for playing yet, but I'm saying that as an extrapolation based on what we've seen because there's crypto involved. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know yet, but I think based on what I've read so far, I can hypothesize that the system you make, you can then sell. So, right, you can like make a thing inside of which again will cause EVE Online to get even bigger. Goodness gracious. Democratizing game development and opening it up to everyone. This is what I'm saying. Do you understand? They make carbon open source. They make a game where you can practice. That's what it is. Project Awakening is just a game that you can practice carbon in. So you know how Pirate Software says, like, oh, if you want to program, just give yourself a project. CCP Games is giving you a programming language that you can just go practice in a game where if you make something good, you can probably sell it for money. They're in 2030. They're not operating in current year. And I'm not, ladies and gentlemen, I can hear the comments now. Loru is just
Loru is just a partner. He has to shill for CCP Games.
What I'm going to shill for is exciting new technology. If Project Awakening actually ends up being a piece of garbage, I'll be the first one to make a video on that. Okay, you'll see. I'll be if Vanguard comes out and it's just bad, I'll be the first one to say, yo, this is not very good. We'll see. I don't think it will be bad. There it is. So you know what I'm saying? So, and that's fine, 101. You don't have to play every single game. This is really important to understand. If a gaming company makes a game that doesn't like tickle your fancy, you don't got to play it. You can go do something else. That's totally fine. More power to you. So powered by the EVM compatible Carbon development platform and Mud by Lattice. There it is again. So they partnered with this Lattice company. There's a bunch of blogs that are from the past about like them announcing Project Awakening. They signed with A16Z. A16Z gave them a bunch of money, and they have 3 blogs that came out today. Really interesting stuff. I'm expectant about Project Awakening and its effect on not just the EVE ecosystem, but on gaming as a whole. Because once again, CCP Games continues to be ahead of the curve. Project Awakening, in my opinion, does not have to be a popular game if it literally empowers programmers and developers to make their own stuff and make money on it. Again, I don't know this for sure, but based on what we read, I think that's correct. All of our Project Awakening stuff is going to be in this playlist. And if you want more, make sure you sub for that. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.